And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Irving. He's out there with Brown. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. Irving against Lillard. Over Jordan. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lillard's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Portland.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Fires the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. Lays it up off the glass.
One of the best point guards in the league. They're getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Now Lillard. 5 points in the game. And he comes up with the deuce. Lillard's got 7 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Irving. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Powell. Kicks to Nurkic. Back to Powell. There's the dish to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Tough to guard in these screen and rolls. I mean, I love how Nurkic positions himself and gets creative in these situations.
Irving against Lillard. Irving passes to KD. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded by Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Portland grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Irving passes to KD. Feeds it to Jordan. Count that one.
Now look, an assist like that, that gives Durant more height than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Jones against Irving. Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Jones against Durant. Jones drives in, got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Takes it out to Covington. No good off the back of the rim. Nets trail by 5. Durant down low. Covered by Lillard. Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 8.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Trailblazers lead. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy usually...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
But yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
In a moment now, reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Anthony, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And Anthony gets it to go.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Here's Lillard, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Irving against Anthony. Irving drives in, and Anthony sends it back. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the Nets making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Giles checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Harden, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. To the middle. Fires it up. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
I love when guys are alert to where on the great job to prevent the entry pass.
Offensive rebound. Simons, the pass to Giles. And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And even with good coverage defensively, that that time. He has confidence to drill the three.
Good work there as it goes. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Portland leading by 5. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And Kent are able to finish. Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. From deep, Harden scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
McCollum dishes to Anthony. McCollum outside. And there's the pass to Simons. Clock at 6. McCollum kicks to Giles. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's Harden with the drive. Griffin passes to Green. A three-pointer, no good. Portland leading. Here's Giles. And that's off the glass and in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points and 3 assists. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got Jordan down out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the power forwards position. So that's the Nets 5. Lillard against Irving. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Cans it from downtown.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Irving. Tries again. Out to KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
The great ones do this. When Kevin Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's aiming to score or get fouled. Now, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Irving dishes to Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Never one to shy away from playing physical. Jordan will give you his all when he's out there.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. To be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Shoots from 14. Powell, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Harden up top, covered by Lillard. Here's KD. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Nets trail by 5. Here's Harden. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
Here's Lillard. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Durant. And the shot goes in. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a player. Durant making difficult finishes look second nature. Nothing gets to this guy.
Here's Lillard. Count it from 12.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
Oh, he's mastered the art of drawing fouls. Harden's led the league in free throws time and time again.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Kevin Durant. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Passes it to McCollum. Lillard with it. He's got 20. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Harden the pass to Brown. Back to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Lillard against Harden. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
Harden against Lillard.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double. That was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible. Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He has really delivered. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Powell is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Bruce Brown.
And McCullough has a perfect shooting form. A beautiful hierarchy shot that looks good every time he releases it.
Nets trail by 3. Irving kicks to Shamet. Pass to Durant to tie it up. Connects from three-point range.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, we've got to give them credit for coming back.
Anthony's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Shamet. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Shamet's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn. Trailblazers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. McCollum against Irving. Cullen passes to Jones. And it's sent back by KD. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Brooklyn has possession. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Outside Irving. Oh, Griffin in position.
The shot selection of Griffin is fantastic. I mean, he knows his strength and does a good job at playing to it.
And so here's Portland, trailing by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Count that one.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Outside Irving. And that one, good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Trailblazers trail by 4. It's McCollum with the drive. The Nets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And they go to the intentional foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Harry Giles is checked in for Kanter. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Norman Powell.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong for the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Harden against Lillard. 1:58 left to play here in the 4th. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
Lillard against Harden. Releases from 15. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Lillard.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Irving kicks to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss, but we'll see how long they can make this last.
Lillard from outside, but they recover it. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Irving kicks to Harris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Anthony finds Nurkic. To the wing on the left. Here's Giles, guarded by Harden. And a wide open look for McCollum. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He's an experienced player in clutch situations. I mean, McCollum loves being the guy that takes these important shots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. The offensive rebound. Now here's Durant. He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the winning mentality, Durant, I mean, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Nets, we've got Brown. He's out there with Irving. Durant is out there with Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. Irving with it. He's picked up by Lopez. A nice shot by Irving.
More and more, Kyrie Irving is showing off how much body control he has, especially when he drives into the interior of the deep.
Now here is Holiday. The wide open look here for Lopez. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Brown the pass to Claxton. Durant in the corner. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Irving kicks to KD. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. On offense here, the Bucks. Middleton inside the three-point line. Tries again. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot two at the line. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Here's Irving following the basket by Chris Middleton. Misses in close.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. Giannis kicks to Middleton. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Over Durant. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job at the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Durant.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball, and Griffin slams it in.
And this is why Blake Griffin appears on your highlight reel on a nightly basis. Loves rising up for the alley-oop.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to Connaughton. The rebound by the Nets. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Holiday surveying the floor. To the paint. Here's Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Middleton's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's Griffin. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And so they foul intentionally. And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Teague dishes to Forbes. Got a piece of it. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Teague, the pass to Portis. 2 on the clock. Teague can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Brown drives in, and then Brown with the dunk.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. Fires, high post, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally, I just...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Here is Harden after the made shot from Bobby Portis. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
Brooklyn with the ball. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Now here's Harden. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Outside Portis. They get it back. And stolen by Harris. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. Pass to Portis. He kicks it to Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the lob to Portis.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Harden scanning the floor. Rebounded by Tucker. Bucks trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Middleton the pass to Forbes. From the line. Brooklyn with the rebound. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Out to the wing for 3. Here's Portis. Out left to the wing. Here's Forbes. It's good from long range. Forbes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harden the pass to Shamet. Up and in on the layup. And the Nets lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Middleton outside. Back to Forbes. Middleton outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lets the 3 fly. Middleton can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 7. They kick it out to Green. Now here's Harden. Defense is right there. Count that bucket. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Portis. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Back to Forbes. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Now here is Harden. 10 points for him. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Giannis right side. T kicks to Connaughton. The kick out to Holiday. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 3. And that does it for our...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts of maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. And here's Irving. Brown the pass to Irving. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Irving is so difficult to stay with in the pick and roll. The moment he gets that kind of room, he's going to pull.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Irving passes to KD. Second chance shot. Jordan finds Brown. It's Jordan on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Irving. They shoot again. Now the pass to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now here is Holiday. Fires from deep. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Unable to get that one. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. The wide open look for Durant. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 10. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Shoots off the step back, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Now here's Irving. Dishes to Durant. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Brown inside. Outside Durant. And KD throws it down.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Antetokounmpo kicks to Teague. They could use a bucket. That one good for 2.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Nets leading by 14. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Right side, Kevin Durant.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
This is his first free throw of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Teague against Irving. He gets that one.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Here's Irving. Basket good. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Brooklyn ahead as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
But stranger things have happened. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Holiday. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Harden. Holiday with the defensive effort. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good on the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden the pass to Shamet. Back to Harden. Pass to Shamet. Lets it go from deep. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it goes down 2 points. And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, though he spends a lot more time, at least in recent seasons, on the perimeter, Griffin's bread and butter still can be around the rim.
And the foul on Harden. And that'll be his third foul so far. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. buries it down low. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harris kicks to Harden. To the inside, Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, Jordan's such a great dunker. Some of the jams he has are completely jaw-dropping.
Outside Holiday. Giannis against Harris. And stolen by Harris. Harden left side. Taken away by Holiday. And an intentional foul right there. Durant's checked in for Harris. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday against Harden. Floats one. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
Well, that was delicate there from Giannis. I like that floater because that becomes unblockable given the massive length.
Harden the pass to Irving. The high post shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Bucks trail by 12. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Kicks it to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by KD.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Good on both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Durant. This one for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And just when you think he might have drifted too far out, Durant with his legendary touch proves you wrong.
Portis, the pass to Lopez. Back to Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Left side, Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
The first free throw is good.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Griffin. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Jordan. Landry Shamit's checked in for Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. And the dunk by Lopez.
Don't mistake that Lopez shoots threes now more often, that he can't go down low at that size and do damage.
That's good from Lopez. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Luwawu. Back to Johnson. The pass to Green. The 3 off target. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, we've got Brown. He's out there with Irving. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. Nobody near Irving. Misses the 3. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by KD. George with no one around. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out. Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. Here's Irving. Brown outside. Zubac against Jordan. Pass to Claxton. 6 to shoot. Over Morris. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And so just over a minute and a half played. Leonard attacking. That one's not going to go. The Nets go the other way with it. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement. Trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Jackson misses. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving passes to Claxton. That gives them the lead.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
The pass to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Jackson.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Brown finds Durant. Brown outside. The shot's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
There's 1:54 left in the first. Outside Leonard. And George, here we go. Pass to Zubac. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. George, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
For the 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And there it is for him.
Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
Irving looking for an opening. Brown dishes to Irving. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George against Brown. Passes to Zubac. Left side, George. A three from Morris. It's hauled in by Brown.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And on the way from Irving for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Leonard the pass to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA. Understands his role as a stretch four.
And Morris drops them both. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep, Harden. Morris with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Here's Kennard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up by 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Luke Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Rondo in at the point. Harden the pass to Shamet. Here's Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot from the wing. Cousins pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Beverley against Harden. It's tipped. They retain possession. Harris outside. In the corner, Harden. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Green. The positioning on the putback.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Griffin with the steal. The drive by Green, and Green slams it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Kennard, the pass to Oturu. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here is Green. Kicks it to Harden. From deep. Another miss by Harden.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Gwinnett shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the technical free throw is good. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the basket by Harris.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
Beverly with the ball. Outside, Batum. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Shamet. And it's Beverly missing. Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden kicks to Green. No good on the 3. Clippers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good there. The Nets go the other way with it. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris has got the ball. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Clippers trail by 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Jordan dishes to KD. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside for Durant. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the dunk by Zubac.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Durant wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Irving passes to KD. From the arc. That one misses. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Irving. He's out there with Brown. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And Leonard gets it to go.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Outside Irving. Down low, here's Jordan. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Brown the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Outside, George. Right side, Jackson. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Brown the pass to Jordan. He kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Steps back and shoots. The shot misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. Back to Morris. Oh, offensive interference. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
And there's the pass to Cousins. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Oturu. 5 on the clock. Here's Kennard. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Irving against Beverly. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Landry Shamit's checked in for Kyrie Irving. It's stolen by Green. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. Goes up. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
Kennard on the wing. Now here's Cousins. Right wing. Beverly the pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Here is Harden. From downtown. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Batum with the basket on the assist by Cousins. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden can't hit.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Deep low post position. If DeMarcus Cousins has it, turn the lights out.
Harden outside. And the rejection by Cousins. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Ivica Zubac, Luke Kennard out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 2 guard. Clock at 6. Back to Morris from 12 feet out. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Irving. Lets it go with a 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Zubac, the best of man, to the inside. Here's Morris. To the paint. Here's Zubac. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Griffin with it. Guarded now by Morris. Green breaking loose. Griffin's shot is off.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Man passes to Zubac. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Well, I bet. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And Harden launches it from deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The 3 from George. Offensive rebound. Back to Jackson. Oturu, the pass to Leonard. Drills it from outside. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
Harden can't hit. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Oturu, the pass to Jackson. Outside Leonard. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's KD. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Outside Leonard. Passes it to George. From deep three-point range, James Harden with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
George passes to Jackson. Leonard looking over the floor. Here's Oturu. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Launches the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Brown. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Back to George. From deep. And the Clippers miss again. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And so Los Angeles takes the win. And all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from Portland. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Irving. He's out there with Brown. Durant is out there with Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Home in the paint. Kept alive. Here's Brown. The pass to Jordan. Outside for Durant. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic with the block. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Covington with the bucket. How many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post? But that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's McCollum. After the made shot from KD. Fires the three. McCollum, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Portland with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Lillard from outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brown with it. And then Brown with the dunk.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try, because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Brooklyn. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Irving against Lillard. From 10 feet out. The shot off that time. And it's Portland the other way. Cullen passes to Pop. Nice D from Durant.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The shot's good from Irving.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Nobody near Lillard. And another three for Portland.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Irving. He's got 5. Dishes it to Durant. Shoots over Powell. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Portland making their last shot. Here's Claxton. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Lillard. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And again, it's Portland converting.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Now here's Irving. Shoots over Lillard. Jordan the pass to Claxton. Durant for 3. But they get it back. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jordan finds Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 7.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Lillard on top, covered by Irving. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his up.
I think it comes from the
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
We've got Anthony. He's out there with Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Trail Blazers. Portland leading by 5. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. McCollum kicks to Kanter. Anthony in the corner. And stolen by Jordan. Elbow shot. Launches a 3. Luwalu's shot is off. And the Trailblazers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And the basket by McCollum.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harry Giles comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Little in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now, here is Harden. Passes it to Griffin. Taken away. Simons surveying the D.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Now here's Griffin. No points in the game yet for him. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
And the jam by Harden.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Trailblazers leading by 5. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. The wide open shot by Little, and it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Harden, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles. Giles has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Now Harden. 26 seconds left in the first half.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you, and he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Pass to Little. KD comes with the double team. Here's Giles, guarded by Green. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 8 points and 1 assist. What'd you think? And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Green in at the 4-man position. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Irving against Lillard. Irving kicks to Green. McCollum against Durant. Portland grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. They get the rebound. And the second chance effort by McCollum. And now a 9-point Portland lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Irving uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 9 points.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Lillard against Irving. Here's McCollum. Sinks that one from the post. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Irving dishes to Green. Durant for 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
McCollum against Durant. McCollum passes to Covington. Back to McCollum. There's the 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The Blazers on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Beyond the arc. Kicks it out to Covington. McCollum outside. Back to Powell. Knocked away. Tries yet again. And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Covington. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Irving following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Powell for 3. He can't hit that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And here's Portland. They're on a 16-5 run. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And the pass to McCollum. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for McCollum. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Irving. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. Nets trail by 14. Brown dishes to Harden. Pass to Harris. From outside the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Three-pointer, Lillard. No good on the last second attempt there. And so is Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony. Ennis Cantor is out there with Giles. Then it's Little. And it's Simons in at the point. Here's Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Jordan kicks to Irving. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here's Harden, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Harden the pass to Irving. The 3 ball. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Little dishes to Cantor. Pass to Little. Here's Simons. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Giles kicks to Anthony. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anthony's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Off target from outside.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Ennis Cantor.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send them to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the strike.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Durant's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Lillard. He kicks it to Powell. Pass to Nurkic. Outside Covington. Back to Nurkic. Nets trail by 13. Durant with a wide open look. And the Nets miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. From the arc. That one, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shoots the 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
But they'll get another chance. Durant for 3. It doesn't go for him.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for C.J. McCollum.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Harden dishes to Brown. Durant in the corner. From deep three-point range. Again, Durant missing. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. For 3, Durant with another miss. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Nurkic. Doesn't go that time. From deep. It's in.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. Downtown Milwaukee is... And
hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Luwawu is out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Claxton in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. And here are the Nets. And here is Irving. He dishes it to Jordan. Irving passes to Claxton. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Holiday against Irving. Lopez dishes to Holiday. Back to Lopez. Got a piece of it and stolen by Irving. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Durant against Middleton. And Durant gets double teamed. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Lopez outside. Passes it to Holiday. Off target from three-point range. And here are the Nets.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now here's Durant. And that one is off. Good D by Lopez. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Holiday against Irving. And Middleton with the block. And they'll keep possession. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Luwawu. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And Green gets it to go. The Bucks trail. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving looking over the floor. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving.
And the former boy at Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Pat Connaughton. Now here's Portis. To the middle. For the three. And again, the Bucks miss. Brooklyn leading by 4. Lobs it up for Jordan, and stolen by Portis. Teague with the ball, picked up by Harris. Throws it up high. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Teague. James Harden picking up that last basket. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Teague.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Oh, the power on that. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Bucks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First free throw is good.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Durant. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So for Brooklyn now, Joe Harris is out there with Luwawu, and it's Green, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the power forward. And Tucker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes in there. Giannis has got his first 2 points of the night.
That jump shot looking better and better from Giannis. When he gets in the rhythm, it becomes dangerous.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Bobby Portis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Drew Holiday. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Blake Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Landry Shamit's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Griffin slams it in.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. Fires the three. Griffin grabs the board, and there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Nets leading by 5. Outside Irving, outside for Griffin. Back to Irving. In the corner, it's Griffin. Nets passing it around. Oh, that's blocked. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harris. Giannis inside. Chalk up 2 there. Giannis has got 6.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Irving passes to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 5.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Nice shot by Portis.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Portis against Irving. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there. Getting to the basket with ease.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Portis kicks to Middleton. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 5. Here's Griffin. No good on that one. Giannis with some nice D. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. The Nets also changing it up. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Landry Shamet.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and James Harden has subbed in for Bruce Brown. 20 feet out. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Holiday.
Nice to see Drew Holiday just square up for that jump shot. Love to see him taking that one.
The shot's good from Jordan.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Charity stripe shot. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, Drew very much willing to go in there, scrap out a rebound, and hit the boards.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Durant. Holiday with the block. Giannis inside. Griffin on him. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Lopez left side. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Harden draws the double. Outside for Griffin. Here's Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
Out to the right wing. Stolen by Harden.
Chris Middleton can guard multiple positions.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 4. Kenny, what's your... And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis inside, guarded by Harden. 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
We can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Harden draws the double, and stolen by DiVincenzo. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Bucks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. Stolen. One-on-one here. Here's Green, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Giannis high post. He's got 10. They now take the lead. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks. Lopez with the steal. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo from downtown. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 8.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Holiday inside the line. Giannis against Green. Antetokounmpo. And the shot is good. Lopez has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. The wide open look here for Holiday. Can't connect from long distance. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Releases from 15. It's good. 14 points for him.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Here's Harden. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Stolen by Middleton. It's intercepted. Out to Harris. Latrey. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. And Durant subbed in for Harris. Holiday finds Portis. Here's Tucker. Off target with his 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Nets, Landry Shamet's checked in for Hart. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. KD on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. KD's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that could have easily been an N1. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
Tipped away. Now the Bucks moving it up. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Brooklyn trailing. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
For Milwaukee, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Shamet. Six to shoot. Connaughton passes to Portis. No good from 11 feet. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the net. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Now DiVincenzo on the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to KD. And KD throws it down.
No better way to fire up your teammates. Durant showing good athleticism on the Monster Jam.
Here's Connaughton. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Irving passes to Brown. So another turnover for Milwaukee. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Lopez. Teague against Harden. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now. It's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. Irving attacking. Tries again. And Jordan with the layup. And the Nets lead by 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And stolen by Jordan. Here's KD. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant, and Harris subbed in for Brown. Outside Teague. Dishes it to Lopez. Teague the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Teague. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets leading by 5. Here's Harden. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. And an intentional foul right there. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. And the Nets making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in. Giannis against Harris. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo against Harris. And that one's good by Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Harden the pass to Irving. Harden trying to get open, and Irving gets it to go on the assist from Harden.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Harden against Middleton. There's the dish to Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Harris. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. 5 to shoot. For 3, Middleton. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And good that time. And now a 7-point Nets lead.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Misses the 3. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Outside Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jordan inside. Lopez is there. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Giannis inside. Guarded by Harris. Portis shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
So both teams making some changes here. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Kyrie Irving, one of the quickest players in the game, so he's outstanding at forcing the issue when he wants on the drive.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Harris misses. Antetokounmpo against Irving, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Knocked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague.
Substitution for Brook Lopez.
So it's Brooklyn now. Durant, no good. Poked loose, and so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the Nets starting 5. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the small forward.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
High post, Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, George. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. It's Harden with the drive.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The pass to Zubac. Back to George. Pass to Leonard. Zubac kicks to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And Harris wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the three-point shot. The shot by George wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Irving against George. From deep, Harden. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here is George. Inside. Here's Leonard. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. And Katie, here we go. And it's Irving missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Leonard against Harris. From deep, George. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. The putback. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Here's George. Here's Jackson. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Zubac. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And finished off by Petey.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard. Hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
Leonard against Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Joe Harris. Here's Rondo. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Griffin with some nice D.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Brown is checked in for Irving. Now here's Harden. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. And that one drops. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Down low and taken away by Brown. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Beverly, the pass to Oturu. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. To end the run, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed,
this game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Green, then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the power forward position.
Great ball handler for his size. Cousins staying active, drives and gets the contact.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You can go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Now, here is Irving. Pass to Claxton. Now the Clippers moving it up. Cousins with the ball. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. Over to the left wing. Oturu, the pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Batum for 3. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. It's Brown with the drive. Outside Griffin. Kennard against Irving. The shot from the low post is good. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Now the pass to Cousins. Here's Kennard. Pass to Oturu. Back to Kennard, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Then for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Griffin, and it's James Harden in for Irving. Harden against Rondo. Harden gets the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside Leonard. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. It's George on the wing. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's on Kevin Durant.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
Brooklyn making some changes. Johnson comes in for Green, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Brown. Now Harden, 9 points in the game so far. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
1:57 left now here in the second. And George, here we go. Bucket is good. George has got 11 points.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. For the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Rondo. Shoots from 14 and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the...
Goodness.
Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Harden against Rondo. Banked in off the glass. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here is Harden. 13 points in the game. Left side Durant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, he was the college player of the year, the first freshman to ever do it. We all knew Kevin Durant would be special.
And KD drops them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And a close game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll about do it as we get ready for...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harris. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving. And here's George. 11 points in the game. Pass to Zubac. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. About 1 minute played here in the second half. George, that's a two-pointer. Jordan with the rebound.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Stolen by Jackson. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Blake Griffin was pointing his finger to throw it up way high, and he went, got it, and dunked it home.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Clippers trail by 8. Here's Morris. Outside for Jackson. Morris trying to free himself up. Jackson misses.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
And here's Harris from the arc. Nets with the new shot clock. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Jackson. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Morris. And the Nets making a change here as well. Green's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 8. Feeds to Brown. The kick out to Irving. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Pass to Harris. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that's an intentional foul. So for the Nets, Landry Shamet's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Irving. Harden kicks to Jordan. Nets passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden. Cousins pulls it in. Clippers trail by 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Beverly with the ball. There's the pass to Cousins. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. To the paint and stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden leading the fast break. Pass to Shamet. Back to Harden. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Count it.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Beverly. To the left wing. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from DeMarcus Cousins.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Durant. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Harden in at the 1. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 6-point game.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Rondo dishes to Batum, and that one is good.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Now Harden. They kick it out to Green. Here is Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this league, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Here's Man, defended by Durant. Passes it to Kennard. Lets it go with the 3. Drops in the tray. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Batum with the steal. And they go to the intentional foul. And here's Beverly. Pass to Cousins. Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Durant. And the layup's good off the glass.
And no hesitation attacking the defense. Body to body, Durant with an impressive finish.
Beverly with the ball. And there's the pass to Cousins. And Jordan sends it back. And he commits the intentional foul. So both teams changing it up here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Irving against Jackson. Harris passes to Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing. And there's the call on Durant. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clippers trail by 5. Outside, George. On the wing, Morris. George looking around. Cousins on the follow.
They need points, trying to keep some momentum. Cousins understands the situation.
Now here's Harden. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
Now George. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. And Leonard has it in the corner to tie it up. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Here is Harden. 1:20 left in the fourth quarter. And it's good, 2 points. Harden's got 19 points. LA has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And here's George. Leonard on the wing. Out to Morris. And the clock. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Irving with it. Pass to Harden. Back to Irving. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Durant, the pass to Irving. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
That's what Jackson's doing right now. Supreme confidence in the clutch.
Irving surveying the floor. To win the game. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.